You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris, brought to you in part by rocktheshrine.com. Got a big event.
There we go.
Later this month, 26th of February. Going to have Pop Rocks there, rocking the shrine. The details again at rocktheshrine.com. Dan, what you got there?
I've got lots of stuff.
Anything you'll share?
No.
Okay. This has been the John and Heidi Show bonus hour. Quickest break ever.
Y'all have a great day.
Wouldn't that be funny if we just did that?
I think some folks would be relieved.
I don't feel like talking to you guys today.
One of my childhood heroes.
Oh, okay.
Grew up watching him scamper and scamper and scamper out
Howdy
at the
doody.
old Met Stadium in Minneapolis. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10 on your programs, Minnesota Vikings quarterback Fran Tarkenton is 82 today.
Whoa, probably not scampering quite so much anymore.
Could be.
Fran doing all right. I tell you what, the way he used to move, oh man, the mileage he would put in, he could really roll for like days at a time. He'd wear defenses out just running around. It was pretty crazy. Made the Hall of Fame in 1986. He was actually Minnesota Vikings quarterback from 61 to 66. Took a little break with the Giants, then came back from 72 to 1978. Managed to be under center for 3 Super Bowl losses.
Nice.
No, it's not.
Well, it's better than not being involved at all.
Let's see. Nathan Lane, actor.
Yeah.
Been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mouse Hunt, Birdcage with Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
Frankie and Johnny. And the kids love him as the voice of Timon.
Timon.
Yeah, him too. In The Lion King. 66 today.
Hakuna Matata.
And Patsy McClenny from Falcon Crest fame.
Falcon Crest.
Morgan Fairchild. That was her character in Falcon
Okay.
Crest. Patsy, yeah. And John Lovett's girlfriend. Morgan Fairchild is 72. I like Morgan Fairchild.
Yeah, me too.
She's just kind of cool.
She's really John Lovett's girlfriend?
No.
Oh.
His character he played on Saturday Night Live, where he would just make stuff up.
Oh,
yeah, the liar.
That's the ticket?
Yeah.
That's the ticket?
My girlfriend, Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, which was really pretty randomly hilarious. It
It really was.
was 1876. Young man by the name of Albert Spalding takes his life savings and invests all $800 to start his little sporting good company.
Spalding.
Goes on in short order to manufacture the first official baseball, first official tennis ball, basketball, golf ball, and football.
Wow.
kidding. If you're going to get into the ball business, you should be the official.
Yeah, he saw an opportunity and these sports were going on and they would just use their own whatever, crafted however.
Right.
And he went, let's make this a little more uniform. Brilliant idea. Hello.
Ah.
Way to go, Spalding.
1959, and this is the bum out of this segment, this very day. Plane crashes outside Clear Lake, Iowa. Taking out Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, J.P. Richardson, also known as the Big Bopper, and the pilot, now known as the day the music died. And I think you have a connection to that.
Heidi's related.
Do. He's a
Heidi?
relative, the
Yeah.
pilot.
The pilot.
It's a relative of ours.
The airplane that they were flying was named American Pie. That's where that song American Pie got its name.
Used to fight about that song.
Yeah. Oh, what did you fight about?
I used to get punched in the face. My older brother Ogie loved that song. Me, not so much.
Oh, really?
And if I was trapped in the car with him, he would turn it up, I would turn it off. And here would come the back of his hand.
It's a long song. I actually had a request from
Drove me crazy.
Don McLean's people to do an interview with him today.
Okay.
And then I said I'm going to line that up, and Heidi goes, "You've talked to him like 6 times.
I think
Give it
we're
a
done.
break."
What else are we going to talk about?
It's like, okay, you wrote a song 50 years ago. I get it. Okay, whatever.
And I'm kind of over that song.
I
as
think
well.
it's a beautiful song, and it's a wonderful tribute to some really neat people.
Well, be careful. He may ask to have you removed from Spotify. And it was just 1 year ago today. This is one of the most random things I've ever tripped across, but it is fascinating. 1 year ago today, engineers at MIT, these are some smart folks, announced that they have in fact engineered spinach.
Oh.
Yes, spinach, the vegetable
Yeah.
spinach.
Stuff you can just grow?
Yeah.
They engineered some.
They engineered spinach to send emails when detecting explosive materials in groundwater.
Wait a minute.
I'm not making this up. It was part of their R&D, the research development in plant nanobionic research. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Spinach would send emails. They detected underground explosives in
I never know when you're making things up to fool me.
I am not near clever enough to connect these dots,
We
John.
both agree on that. Just kidding, Dan.
Wow,
How
this
great is that, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to be sitting around where, they're just doing like a little idea session going, wait, I got an idea.
We get the spinach to email us.
What if? That project was actually scrapped after just a few short months when it was found out that a lot of the spinach was forgetting their passwords. So I know, you know, we all know. We just move forward.
Gonna do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris, brought to you in part by rocktheshrine.com.
Aloha! Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? GMDvacations.com is a family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Kauai, Hawaii. Your family will absolutely love the area, and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can have your own area at a vacation rental from GMDvacations.com? Visit Hawaii with us and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. On Facebook and Instagram, online at GMDvacations.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They'll brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. I have on the phone with me right now Sadie from downtown Sioux Falls. How you doing, Sadie?
I am amazing. Thank you so much for having us on.
Usually we talk on a Friday because we're always going to talk about First Fridays. We'll talk about that. That's coming up tomorrow. But I wanted to chat with you today because yesterday you guys announced the Burger Battle winner for 2022. And I'm going to let you announce who that is.
That is, I don't know, is this where you insert the drum roll?
Yeah.
But the winner of the Burger Battle this year is Chef Lance's on Still Up.
Very nice. And I had dinner there last night. I didn't try that burger. I had other delicious stuff, but it's a great place. Chef Lance on Phillips Avenue, and they're crowned the champion of the 9th annual Burger Battle. And we've got some other really good folks that were qualifiers or runners up as well. Let's talk about them.
For sure. Well, there were a record-breaking 27 locations involved in this year's Burger Battle. And, that's restaurants who've been doing Burger Battles for these 9 years it's been going on, or some new ones who may have just opened or might not have burgers on their regular menu but just want to get involved with Burger Battle. So a couple of my favorites, because we can finally talk about this, but over at Monk's Ale House, they now have a full kitchen, and it was their first year doing it. They had a delicious burger this year. And I have to say, too, another cool one was Boki Street Food. And they have a little place next to Papa Woody's and Swamp Daddy's in the Jones Building.
Yeah.
It was their first year doing it as well, and they had a great burger. And one place that I always go for a Burger Battle is Tommy Jack's. Oh, theirs was delicious.
Yeah.
You always get a side of Tommy Jack's tots. So those were just a couple other places, but Chef Lance won with the Tuscany burger, so a lot of wonderful Italian flavors with it, and much deserving. And do you want to take a guess of how many burgers he sold, just Chef Lance's?
I think I'm reading here, is it just shy of 1,800 burgers?
That is right. 1,799 burgers. So
Isn't that
I
amazing?
think we can bump that up. Yeah, I mean, in 1 month.
And now, if people would like to try this, it's going to be available again on the 8th through the 28th of February. So they can still try it if they haven't had a chance to try it. Next week, it'll be back on the menu for a bit.
Exactly. And that's what's so great about Chef Lance's. When they won, they said, we got to keep people coming back to try this burger. And this just speaks to the kind of quality of food. They are waiting until February 8th, so next Tuesday, because they are waiting on a specific cheese order. So they're waiting for the cheese that gets put on their burger. They're not going to shy anybody away. They don't want to put out a burger that doesn't have the correct ingredients. So It's happening. You can still go try it, and that's the case at some other places too. I don't have the list up on the website yet, but we do expect many places to continue to have their burgers while supplies last, or some places might add it to their menu, and I think that's great from Burger Battle too.
I'm looking at some of these runners-up. Blarney Stone, they did 6,795 burgers. Isn't that crazy?
That is the most burgers we've ever had sold at one location, and Blarney Stone usually pumps them out quite a lot during Burger Battle, but 6,000 was a new high, and they were so busy, and I think they were they got second place, so they also had a delicious burger.
I had that, and my wife had that. So we're two of those, and that's, I did the math. That's 200, almost 220 burgers a day.
Yep, that sounds about right. It's just crazy, and it was so much fun though. The whole reason Burger Battle happens is to just get some more foot traffic to downtown and get people into restaurants in what's usually a slower month. So Burger Battle has gone above and beyond what the expectations have been when it started 9 years ago. Well, and it's really become a part of the Sioux Falls culture.
It's a really neat thing. And I also blame you guys for me not losing weight. I was, big resolution to lose weight in January.
Come on.
And then it's Burger Battle's fault that I didn't lose as much as I wanted. So
do those New Year resolutions even work? I just tell people to start it in February.
There we go.
I'll
start. Maybe get a reset. So we got some cool stuff coming up tomorrow as well. What do we have for First Friday in downtown Sioux Falls tomorrow? We got anything awesome?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, and we always remind people First Fridays aren't just in the summertime. You can still come every First Friday of the month throughout the year. And so let's talk about some fun stuff going on. If you want to do some shopping, you can visit one of the newer stores in the Jones 421 building. They are doing 10% off everything in the store, but you have to mention you saw it on the First Friday page at DTSF.com.
Right.
And J.H. & Sons, which is a men's clothing store, is having a First Friday sale with up to 50% off casual clothing. And for the ladies out there, Lori Bell's always does a First Friday special for 20% off one regular priced item. If you want to do something a little different, you can head over to Rough Cut Social, and they have half-price pitchers for drinks. And if you haven't been to Rough Cut Social, it's so much fun. This is where you can play some games, but also do some axe throwing.
Yeah.
So what a fun thing to do at a discounted First Friday price.
Can I find all of this stuff at DTSF.com? Do you guys have a calendar with everything there?
That's right. So we have a calendar of what's going on as well as a list of what's happening for First Friday.
Nice. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, Sadie. We always appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you all so much. And I'm glad and want to appreciate everybody who came out for Burger Battle, including the restaurants and everybody driving and eating lots of beef. So thanks for having us on, and thanks for supporting downtown Sioux Falls.
Absolutely. If you'd like to learn more, or if you'd like to find out about all the fun stuff happening tomorrow for First Friday, go to the website DTSF.com.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is a great quote from Wayne Gretzky and from Michael Scott. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and it's free. Take a shot. We may be able to save you money each and every month. We'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Find Interesting.
Oh, yes, I do.
It's time stuff for Dan Find. What is it? You know what it is. What do you got there, Dan?
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. And it fascinates me because I've known you two guys a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you have a pretty swell marriage going on, well over 2 decades now.
Yeah.
And
Sneaking
boy,
right up on 22 years.
it's seldom I encounter any conflict on either side with you guys.
I feel bad for doing most days.
New research is out, and they've boiled it way down. Apparently, there are 4 behaviors that can, in fact, pretty much almost guarantee a divorce if those behaviors continue. In fact, up to 90% accurate with all of the couples that they followed on this.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
The numbers don't lie.
Too many domains is not on the list, is it?
You know what?
It should be.
That comes under number one, they just refer to as accusation. Simply put, one of the absolute kisses of death in a marriage is the tendency to assign blame or make accusations toward your partner.
Heidi does that all the time.
Especially,
it's always your fault.
especially when you don't know all the facts. Okay?
Right.
It's really about the asking, for instance, quote, honey, did you make a purchase I don't know about?
Oh, yeah.
Instead of saying, our account is overdrawn again, what did you buy this time?
Okay.
If you want to have a quality, loving relationship, learn to give your spouse the benefit of the doubt and always assume the best.
Yeah, Heidi.
Which, honestly, with you two, that is never the case. Like, ever.
I make some dumb purchases that are later pointed out to me that they were very dumb purchases.
But, John, in your defense, that's only on a daily basis.
It is. And Dan is just being nice and truthful.
Yeah, I'll never forget. John, did you buy an RV? What? Surprise!
I accidentally bought a camper once.
Escalation is at number 2.
Oh.
Human emotions under pressure tend to do one of two things. Either spiral upward or they spiral downward. And that way this habit is somewhat closely aligned with blaming behavior. Someone who habitually escalates a disagreement is more interested in deflecting and defending their own position and assigning blame to another party. Is that understandable?
Quiet over here.
Yeah, I'm only doing this article because you two are sitting right here, and it's awesome.
You should see the stares she's given me.
It's awesome. Then we have invalidation. That habit, like the others, simply reinforces a win-lose dynamic. Okay? Eventually ends up in one final loss, which is, well, divorce.
Yeah.
When you invalidate your partner, it's all about discrediting them or weakening them in some way. Oftentimes it's done by objectifying someone or taking away their human characteristics and instead focusing on negative aspects, assumptions, and prejudices.
I don't think we do any of that, though.
No, I don't know. You guys don't. Yeah, no.
Do we?
You do.
I do?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that.
And then the fourth is alienation.
Okay.
And this can be done in a couple of ways. This habit is about routinely withdrawing from or abandoning an effort to resolve an issue.
Oh yeah, I know someone does that.
Sometimes it's more passive-aggressive, like giving someone the silent treatment. Other times it's more overt, like a door slamming, doing the storm off, the leaving, getting in the car, just boom, disappearing for a while, kind of that way.
Yeah.
Giving your partner the uncertainty of abandonment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm feeling so uncomfortable
Heidi
right
almost
now.
got up and left in the middle of that conversation, Dan. I mean, just saying. She's got that down.
No, I walked into the studio before I looked around. I looked at John and went, oh, where's Heidi? I don't know, she's coming back.
She needs a little time to cool off. And then Dan always says, what did you do now?
What did you do, John?
Well, I accidentally bought a camper.
Oh, man.
True story.
Here's the skinny. You want the relationship to stand the test of time? It's up to you to steer it in the direction you want it to go. It means resolving issues, committing to meeting one another's needs. In order to survive the challenges, you have to work together as a team to craft win-win situations for your mutual benefit.
Nice. Thanks, Dan. I find that interesting as well.
Hey, you two lovebirds, stay married. That is interesting. Well, like I say, this is somebody else's research. I mean, look at my track record. This ain't me talking.
I thought it was very interesting.
I mean,
What
it's
did you
like,
think, Heidi?
how
It was very interesting.
can I possibly be more passive aggressive?
That's why we refer to this as stuff Dan finds interesting on the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In the U.S., there are 5 credit cards for every man, woman, and child. That's a lot of credit cards. And sadly, many of those are not great cards. At BetterCreditCards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer points and perks. Other cards designed to help you build your credit. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, February 3rd, 2022. Equities climbed again Wednesday with the S&P 500 gaining roughly 1% at the high of the session. The move comes despite a much weaker than expected labor market report from the ADP that shows a loss of 300,000 jobs in January versus the expected gain of 150,000 new jobs, and raises serious questions about the economy. Labor markets are strong and demand for employees is high, but if those jobs are not filled, the U.S. economy will have little hope for producing true economic expansion. As it is now, what expansion we have now is more due to inflation than anything else. Now all eyes are on the NFP report due out Friday. The report was expected to show a slowdown in hiring before the ADP report came out. Now the analysts are rethinking their estimates, with the expected job creation slower than first thought. A weak figure will not set a trend, but will create another brick for the wall of worry. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.